Hey, what's up, guys? Real quick, where I'm at, the Wi-Fi is amazing, so I can do more videos. So I'm gonna try to get a lot in between all the fun and work I'm doing down here. This is a little callback here to an earlier video where I had put forth the idea. It wasn't, were we violating Lovecraft's right to privacy? I mean, obviously the man's deceased for many years. It really was more of a case of how does it feel to look at something that was intended to be private, uh, you know, messages, letters, to people, us seeing them and having them printed in books. Right? And Arkham put forth some interesting things that Lovecraft probably would have liked it. I think he would have. I mean, the thing with Lovecraft, and this is the justification that I'm going to use, the justification of historicism. Okay, in many ways, if Lovecraft was standing here right now, looking at the news or listening or seeing what had transpired over the decades since his passing, he would have been like, "Yep, yep. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I didn't think that was happening. Yep, yep. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's some exceptions. Yeah. Of course that was gonna happen. I'm just a silly old writer. You can argue that history. The man is a prophet. The man is now a part of historicism. Okay, in terms of his art form. Okay, in addition to his personal philosophies and his correspondence, shows the ideas of societal decay, okay, of certain issues with the mingling of people. Of course, he was a man of science, but even then, science didn't really come up too much in his work. It was not a final answer. If anything, there was no answer. Right. So I would say that his personal correspondence, you could claim, are now part of historical record. Okay? So he's sort of like, I don't know how to say. I know this sounds weird what I'm gonna say. In terms of history, there's certain people, okay, I'd say mostly men, but certain people where the rules, in my opinion, don't really apply to them. Okay, of course, the great men of history, Napoleon, Caesar, Temujin, you name it. People in the 20th century, not Churchill, but just joking. The Lovecraft I would put in there, okay, as a prophet. I would put some of the other writers as well, okay, like Howard, who dealt in historical action, historical fiction. So in many ways, this is, I guess, a metaphysical a metaphysical explanation or justification for having his letters be published. Okay, and I don't think he would. I don't think. I mean, how could he know? If he knew, he would know other things about today and tomorrow. And in many ways, it fit in with the eternal. Okay, that even his materialist mind was striving to get at, which he understood pretty well. Okay, even if it was only on the level of, like, let's say, an impression. That aside, I think, I think he would be downright amused. He'd be like, "Are you serious? You published my letters? People actually want to read them?" I think that would probably be his response. So anyway, that's just my thoughts on it. I don't know. Maybe give your thoughts on it, but once again, that's my thanks, Arkham, for taking a little look at that thought of mine. And here's my response to your response. So I'm not putting a thumbnail of me making a silly, stupid face either, looking off camera. So not gonna happen. So maybe in a horror film, but